perspective is Silver Hill Road near the Stone Mountain Freeway there. You can see a lot of vehicles pulled off to the side. Heavy police presence. And it looks as though they do have someone in custody there.
Look at that.
Hands behind his back there. And they are scurrying him into a police unit here.
We're hoping that this is the only suspect that they needed to put in handcuffs. They've got him. They were on that bus. They were on board that bus, and we went behind the tree line here. And then seconds later, they are walking what appears to be a suspect, a person in custody, handcuffs tied behind his back, and they're getting him to a police car as we speak. The next question is that the end of this situation? Is this the only suspect involved? Are there any injuries? Was anybody hurt on board that bus? Even if it wasn't from situations on the bus, if you've been with us here for a while, you've seen that bus slam into a number of cars on the interstate, off the interstate, through Gwinnett County, near Stone Mountain to where we are right now, which is Silver Hill Road. The SWAT team stormed that bus just mere seconds ago, and now it looks like we've got a potential suspect in custody. We want to know who all was on that bus, why, and most importantly, if anybody is injured, Tracy.
Yeah, and just what led to this confrontation, this altercation to lead this person to want to take that bus driver hostage. And it looked as though there were easily 5, 6, 7, possibly more people who were on that bus. You know what? They're just trying to get to work. They're just trying to get home. They're just trying to go about their day. Yeah. And they are subjected to this, really fearing for their lives at the time, worried about